Hello everyone, myself Dr. Priya. Welcome back to Dr. Priya's World. Today we will learn about the general feature of the radius bone. Radius bone, it is the lateral bone of the forearm and it is homologous with the tibia. It has upper end, shaft and the lower end. In the upper end, it has head, neck and tuberosity. In the head, it has disc shape, superior concave, articulate with the capitulum of the humerus. It forms the joint that is superior radio-ulnar joint. Head, it is disc shaped and covered with the hyaline cartilage. It has a superior concave surface which articulate with the capitulum of the humerus, and it form the joint elbow joint. The circumference of the head is also articular and it fit with the socket formed by the radial notch. This is the radial notch of the ulna. It fit into the socket formed by the radial notch of the ulna. Then the neck, it has annular ligament. Then tuberosity present on the medial part of the neck. This one is the tuberosity. It has anterior part which is smooth and the posterior part which is rough. This is the anterior surface of the radial bone. This one is the anterior part and this one is the posterior part. Anterior part is smooth because bursa is present on anterior part, and this posterior part is rough because the muscle is inserted here, that is bicep brachii. Okay. Then shaft, it has three border, that is anterior, posterior and the medial one. It has three surface, anterior, posterior and the lateral one. This medial border is also known as interosseous border. Then three border, anterior border, posterior and the medial border. Anterior border extend from the radial tuberosity up to the styloid process of radius. Extend from the radial tuberosity up to the styloid process. On the anterior margin, it has upper oblique line. This is the upper oblique line which is known as anterior oblique line. On the posterior border is mirror like of anterior border. In the upper part, it has oblique line which is known as posterior oblique line, and this one is the medial border which extend from the radial tuberosity, posterior margin of the radial tuberosity up to the ulnar notch of the radius. It has three surfaces, anterior surface, posterior surface and the lateral surface. In between this is the anterior border and this one is the medial border. In between these two border there is anterior surface. In between the posterior, this one is the posterior border and this is the medial border. In between the medial border and the posterior border, posterior surface is present, and in between the anterior and the posterior one, lateral surface is present. Then lower end, it is the widest part of the bone and it has five surfaces: anterior surface, posterior surface, medial surface, lateral surface and the inferior surface. Anterior surface, this is the anterior surface. It is a thick and radial. Artery is palpate here. Then posterior surface, on the posterior surface it has four grooves. For the extensor tendon and the dorsal tubercle. In the medial, this is the medial border. It extends up to the medial surface of the lower end, and in the medial surface it has ulnar notch. It articulate with the ulnar head of the ulna. On the lateral surface, the lateral surface is prolonged downward to form the styloid process, and in the inferior surface it bear the triangular and quadrangular. In the triangular area, this triangular area for the scaphoid bone and this medial quadrangular area for the lunate bone. This whole surface takes part in forming the wrist joint. Thank you.